Namaste dear students. In our last class we have discussed in exercise question 1 to 14. In question 15 it is given that what is the de Broglie wavelength of a bullet of mass 0.40 kilogram which is travelling with the speed 1 kilometer per second. And in second question, a ball of mass 0.060 kg moving with this speed and dust particle of this much mass with this speed. So we know that formula for the de Broglie wavelength is lambda is equal to h upon mv. So by substituting value of mass and velocity of a bullet, you can find its de Broglie wavelength. Similarly, by substituting mass of ball and velocity of a ball, you will get its de Broglie wavelength. And for particle, its mass and velocity, you will get de Broglie wavelength. So this question was very simple. But in next question, an electron and a photon each have a wavelength of 1 nanometer. So we are asked to find momentum. So first of all, we know that wavelength lambda is equal to h upon mv. mv means momentum. So if you make subject to momentum, so you can substitute value of lambda, you will get momentum. Then in second question, it is asked that energy of photon. So energy of photon can be calculated by hc by lambda. So by substituting all values, you will get energy. But third one is to find kinetic energy of a electron. In case of a kinetic energy, we know that kinetic energy is p square by 2m, and we know the value of momentum which we have just found. And by substituting it, and we are given mass of electron, so we can easily calculate kinetic energy of electron. Then in question number 17, for what kinetic energy of a neutron will be associated with the de Broglie wavelength of this much. So here we are given a neutron. So first of all, we can say that de Broglie wavelength lambda is equal to h upon under root 2m k. Why? Because k is already given, right? So if you substitute and if you make subject to k, because we are asked to find kinetic energy, so kinetic energy k is equal to h square by 2m lambda square, and by substituting h square, mass and lambda, you can get kinetic energy. But in second question, it is given that also the de Broglie wavelength of a neutron in a thermal equilibrium with a matter having average kinetic energy of 3 by 2 kb into T. So kb is Boltzmann's constant. So if you substitute or if you compare this, kinetic energy is equal to 3 by 2 kb into T, and lambda is h upon under root 2 mk. So if you substitute its value, so it will be your h upon under root 3 mk into T. So by substituting all values, you will get wavelength. Then in question number 18, show that the de Broglie wavelength of electromagnetic radiation should be equal to de Broglie wavelength of a quantum, that is photon. So first of all, lambda is equal to h upon p, that is de Broglie wavelength, and that is for photon. And for electromagnetic radiation of frequency nu, wavelength will be lambda dash is equal to c by nu. So momentum p is equal to E by c, so that we can write as h nu by c. So momentum p is equal to h by c and into c by lambda dash. So if you cancel c, so you will get h upon lambda dash, and that is same as this result. So lambda dash is equal to h upon p is equal to lambda. Thus the wavelength lambda dash of electromagnetic radiation is same as de Broglie wavelength of a photon, which was asked. Then in question number 19, what is de Broglie wavelength of a nitrogen molecule at 300 Kelvin temperature? Assume that the molecule is moving with the root mean square speed of a molecule at this temperature. So first of all, mass is given in kilogram, and then temperature. So first of all, half mv square, but here in place of v we need to write c, because we are talking about photon. So speed of light, that is half mc square, is equal to 3 by 2 kb into t. So c can be written as under root 3 kt by m, and wavelength lambda is equal to h upon under root 3m k into t. So by substituting all values, you will get 0.029 nanometer. Then in question number 20, estimate the speed with the electron, which is estimated from a heated cathode, which is evacuated tube impinging on the anode. Here voltage is given 500, and we are asked to find specific charge, or specific charge is given, that is E by m, that is 1.76 into 10 raised to 11 coulomb per kg. So first of all, E by m ratio is given, half mv square is equal to potential energy. Potential energy is equal to potential into charge, that is E. So if you substitute it, you will get this much speed. But in second question, anode potential is given 10 megavolt. So in what will is the way of formula to be modified? So in that question, here V is under root 2 into this much portion, because here already given megavolt, 10 megavolt, it means 10 raised to 7 volt, and that is its value. So that by substituting it should be 1.88 into 10 raised to 3 meter per second. But this speed is not possible, because no particle can travel greater than the speed of light. According to Albert Einstein's equation, any particle cannot travel with the speed of light, and if it will travel with the speed of light, then its mass will become infinite. So as speeds are comparable to the speed of light, so if you compare it, energy E is equal to mc square minus m0 c square. M0 is the rest mass of a photon, so we can write m minus m0 into c square, and that if you compare with potential energy is potential into charge, and this is total energy. So here m is a mass, but that is a relative mass, and that relative mass m can be written as m0 upon under root 1 minus v square by c square. So if you write in that form, and if you take common m naught, so we can write EV upon m naught into c square is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus v square by c square minus 1. And by doing that, and if you send this one that side, so it will be this much portion. Now substituting the various values in left hand side, so here E charge of electron, V is potential, m naught is a rest mass, and c square. So by substituting these all values, you will get this much portion. So this much it is 19.536 plus 1 is equal to this much portion, and by calculating it, you will get speed very near to the speed of light, and which is around 0.999 c. It means it is very close to the speed of light, but it is not achieving the speed of light. Then in question 21 and 22 are based on magnetic field and its properties. So we will discuss question number 23, and please don't try question 21 and 22 now, that I will solve in class. In question 23, X-ray tube produces continuous spectrum of a radiation with a short wavelength of 0.45 angstrom. What is the minimum energy of a photon? So first of all, E max is equal to h into nu max, so that is hc by lambda minimum. So by substituting its value, you will get 26.5 27.6 kilo electron volt. But in question in B part, it is given that from your answer, guess what order of accelerating voltage is required in such tube. So first of all, to get photons of energy 27.6 kilo electron volt, electrons at least 26.7 kilo electron volt must strike with the target on a of X-ray tube. Hence the accelerating voltage should be 27.6 volt, or it should be in the order of 30 kilo electron volt. Thank you, students. Now you will have to start from 24 to 33. In total 9 numericals are in homework, which you will have to solve by tomorrow. And tomorrow I will give you one more stencil of MCQs for practice of this chapter. Thank you, students.